podcast, everybody.
We're back.
We're a little late because we went out to get Mother's Day gifts.
Yeah, so this might not be as long as our usual videos, but it's okay.
It's okay.
We have some fun topics today because we're trying to come up with some unique things to talk about, and we wanted to kind of veer towards a more entertaining side of things. So we're gonna have some entertaining chats.
I guess I'm kind of just like sitting here, just being like, oh, like follow your dreams, or like, what else do we say? It's like, don't worry about other people think, but we're to be like, this is our pet peeves. So I don't know.
Yeah, so kind of take everything we say with a grain of salt, guys.
Yeah,
because this is our silly, goofy moment.
This is what we have for fun. You know, like, we made this. It's just so what do you want to start with? Like, we have like my pet peeves, Roman empires.
We can start with pet peeves.
Pet peeves.
Okay, I'm gonna first start off by saying that sometimes it's good to be a hater because I feel like most of the time pet peeves come from having your boundaries like disrespected. At least for me, like so many of my pet peeves originate from my boundaries being disrespected. And yeah.
She says that, and then the first one I had was burping.
Okay, but that is okay. Think about it though. If you're in a quiet space and somebody burps in your face, that's a disrespect.
So you want to tussle.
You want to tussle. And like, I don't know if any of you guys have brothers, but if you've ever been around teenage boys, they love to burp in your face, in your ear, anywhere.
I think it's also because I'm a bit of a germaphobe.
Yes.
So it's like there are germs, like I guess like in your body, like I feel like it comes up like doing that, and then like spreads in the air. That I just feel like I need to go have a shower because that's so disgusting. My friends like sometimes they forget and then they let out like a whole burp, and then they just like look at me and I'm like on the verge of tears because I'm just like so disgusted. And I'm just like, oh my god.
I feel like burping, farting, and it's also like something that you can control too when you're in public. Like I feel like when you're in public, there's a time and place, and if you feel like you need to do that, you should not be doing it in the middle of a classroom or right next to somebody.
Because I can see you can just go like, you know, and like it doesn't hurt.
Also, there are ways to do it without like burping.
Or if you could be like, can you excuse me for a moment and like go to a different room. It's like all my friends will always be like, oh, I'm sorry, I just forgot. I'm like, it's been 2 years.
It's also like, how do you forget that something's gross?
How do you forget, like...
It just shows that, like, they don't think that's gross. They don't see a problem with it, which I think is interesting.
Because if someone says a boundary with you, like, hey, I don't like it, can you, like, not? You should be able to, like, remember that whenever that's, like, whenever you see them, you know? Or if so, like, the first couple times you maybe do it if you forgot, the more that you do it, the more you should remember. You know? And I even got one of my friends to be like, get icked out of burping because they're like, oh yeah, no, this is actually disgusting. Because she went to like her Thanksgiving and like it was full of like her uncles and cousins who are all guys and they were all just like burping and stuff. And she was like, she texted me, she was like, Ella, like I now understand why you hate burping. Like this is so disgusting. And I was like, yeah. And then picky eaters is another one. I'm a picky eater.
Yeah,
And
just
I'm
try
not.
things.
I hate that. I'm not a picky eater. I'm the opposite of a picky eater.
Yeah, just try things. I think that makes sense because you want people to have new experiences. So it's kind of frustrating when somebody doesn't have the same feelings about trying food. Because I feel like being able to try different food is such a privilege. Like, so if you get that opportunity, like you should just take it.
Like, we're not gonna go to Barcelona and you're gonna ask for like chicken tenders and fries.
Yeah, and like I get it.
I'm sending you home. Like you're gonna sit here and try like that's like the thing like that we both love. We love like different cultures and stuff. And like I really just wanna go to all the different types of countries. Try all their foods. Like I recently tried baklava for the first time. Oh my god. It was so good. Like it's the fact that it wasn't what I expected that made it better. Like it was I love the texture. I love like how like it's like sticky, I guess. Oh my god, it was so good. I loved it.
trying new things is so much fun, and even if you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to continue eating it. That's like the beauty of it.
But then soon that could be like your next favorite thing, you know? Like thinking about baklava right now, makes me want to go get baklava.
Yeah. And like I used to really dislike olives, but once I started working at my job, I suddenly became an olive lover, and I love olives now. So I think it just takes some open-mindedness, some willingness to try things, and I feel like people who don't do that and are like, ew, why would I go out of my comfort zone? It's like, seriously, like you should just try things when you have the chance, if you do have the chance.
And that kind of, I feel like that kind of like also shows like your mind, like you're like shielded in your mind, and you're not, you know, what is it like? I can't find the word for it. But you're not open to like
They're not
new
open-minded.
experiences.
They're very closed-minded, and
they're stuck in like their little bubble.
And I know that some people can't really control their impulses when it comes to food, and they feel disgusted by certain textures and whatnot, but like that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like people who, yeah, like obviously there are some boundaries and like things that like stop you from trying new foods, but like if you can try new foods and you're given the opportunity to, but you're like, nope, I want fries. Okay, that's like a pet peeve.
And it's like I don't know what who anybody believes in. Like me personally, like I wasn't like I'm like religious or anything, but I am like spiritual. But like thank whoever's out there that I'm not allergic to anything. God help me. If I was allergic to peanut butter, life would be horrible. Or what is it, pineapple or like coconut? I make yogurt bowls every morning. Coconut flakes. I'm so good. Coconut. Coconut, pineapple, peanut butter every single day on my yogurt bowls. So nice. I'd die if I was allergic to any of that. And then, I mean, these ones are like, I don't know if like, I don't know if anybody agrees, but it's like when you're doing something and someone's like petty and they're like, why are we like blah 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 blah, or it's like, example, like why are we grumpy, or like why are we like why do we have an attitude? Who's we? Who's we?
I don't like that either. Like whenever people are talking about something, it's like, oh, like why are we grumpy? Because you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a mother or like a parent talking to their child.
That's why I put that, because my mom says this.
Yeah, they're like coddling you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So like, if somebody who isn't my parent says, I mean, obviously, like if it's your parents, kind of, because you're older, but like if somebody who's not a part of my family is like, why are we acting so whatever?
Like why are we sad? Or my mom will be like, why do we have an attitude today? I'm like, who's we? Who's we? And then this other one, like, I don't know. I think I've said about this before. It's like you're taking photos of yourself and you're blurring your whole face, or it's like you take a photo and you're like this, or it's like you draw like put an emoji or like you're scratching your face, and then you post it on your story, and then you're like who's this? Like, not that like in my caption that they're like the prettiest girl ever. Or it's like the girl your man wants.
Yeah, so you want to show your face. My opinion is you can't have a face card if you don't show your face. If you show your face and you get used to yourself and you like are more confident, like it's so much easier to have like a face card.
And I feel like that shows like somebody's like, again, like their mind, like if they're like insecure.
Yeah.
But that's all I have for like I've written down. Do we have any other ones?
My pet peeves. Let me think, because I didn't write anything down, but we were just talking about this actually, but people who complain about problems that they created. So like if somebody is complaining that they didn't do their homework, but they're about to fail the class, you didn't do your homework.
And then they ask for extra credit.
They ask for extra credit, or they ask you for help, and it's like, you created this problem, you solve it, stop complaining about it.
Or it's like they didn't do the homework, even though they were told, like the teacher gives like a week in advance. or like the teacher gives like a project like 2 weeks in advance, then you leave it to the night before. Then you text people like, "Can you help me?" It's like,
yeah,
what's the point?
I think it's just like that is definitely a pet peeve when people don't take responsibility for themselves and they try to turn it into a situation where they're the victim. Like people will victimize themselves so much. Like, you're not the victim. You caused this. Like,
Yeah, I just thought of another one. It's like people who don't, I don't like dress up, but they don't like they show up in like pajamas to places
yes,
and like a messy hair. Like I don't know.
yeah,
They like if we go out somewhere, you just look like you didn't put effort into looking
yeah.
nice, you know?
I feel like also when we're meeting up with people, there should at least be some bare minimum of effort put into how you look and how you're presenting yourself. And obviously, these things can be labeled as shallow or vain, but I do think it's important the way you present yourself. Because if you're going to meet up with your friends and you're wearing sweatpants and a messy bun and you look like you've just woken up, it sends a message to that person of how much you care about your meeting, you know? Like,
And like I guess it also depends on like what you're doing. Like if we're just hanging out at our house and we're gonna be like couch like we're just gonna be watching a movie or something like that, you don't have to dress up. Like you can
no.
but if we're gonna go out to like eat somewhere, even if it's just like Chili's or something, like just like there should be like a little bit of effort put in at least. You know? Like even if it's just like no makeup because you don't need to wear makeup or anything. But when it comes to clothes, like even a pair of jeans and a
Yeah.
sweater would be nice.
Just something that shows that you cared about the effort. You put in effort to come meet this person.
Okay, so I have like Roman empires and like hot takes and things that I'll talk about if I had a podcast. This is really cool because I made this December of 2023, and then here I am like with my best friend, like with podcast.
We love.
So what do you want to do? Like my Roman empires?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a lot.
there are.
We have everyone has a clone, more than one. I don't want to be like weird clones, but like I have many people, cause she graduated last year. Like many of my friends are still like, you remind me so much of Talia. Like, you guys are like siblings, or like you have the same energy. You
And like
know?
people have told us that we look alike. Looking at us now, you probably don't think that we look alike, but people have told us that. I think we look like we could be sisters for sure. And just our personalities.
That one old so
Yes.
cute. We were like in this class, and there was this old lady who was sitting next to us, and we were talking after class, and she was like, "Are you guys sisters?" Like, like
My heart was warmed. I was like, no, but
I wish.
like we technically are. Like it's okay.
We're that close. And like that's another Roman Empire is like we talked about this when we went on our walk. Like how did we even become
For
friends?
real. Like that's one of my Roman empires is like we're friends, but we don't know how we became friends.
Can we go to like our first text message or
We
something?
need to.
Because I was like aware of her in
Yeah.
high school in
We
band.
yeah, we were aware of each other, but we were not friends. I think the reason that we even interacted in the first place was because people were like, "Oh, you guys are similar."
You I guess it was like a bunch of like
Okay, so I was posting Jenny.
yeah. And then I was like and then
Are you
would you
posting
post
Jenny?
you and Buttercup's on an aerobics?
Oh my
Oh my god, and I was like and I like replied and I posted on my story about Jungkook when Calvin Klein came out, and you texted me, you're like I freaked out. Let me see like. Then I posted my story. It was like this is me in eighth grade.
god.
It was like
So cute.
oh my god. Like
Oh, and then we like took photos at our like band
yeah,
banquet or whatever.
it's like this, when I had my bangs, and it's like that was still when it was like I guess we were friends, but it was like more like mutual. Like it was like
Yeah, it was very
an
like
elephant in the
yeah, like we were like acquaintances, but like chatted. Oh, and then
oh my god.
wait, what?
Wait a minute.
I'm so confused.
Because
Okay, guys, so we've been friends longer than we thought we were friends then, I guess.
I posted. I think this was when you were in Japan, and I wished you happy birthday.
So I guess we were friends. We hadn't hung out outside of school, I don't think.
But I guess this was the first time I guess we hung out after
Oh
school.
yeah.
Where did we even go?
AU?
Was
Was
it
that our first time that we went to AU? No, because I think I was graduated when we went to AU. Because I remember what I was wearing. I was wearing my top from Japan. So where did we? Did we go to the mall? We could have gotten to the mall and gotten boba. Maybe. Guys, we don't have a timeline for our friendship, and we're freaking out.
Mandela effect. Because there was no text message before this. Like, hey, I don't know if maybe like we didn't save it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was like,
Keep scrolling. And then.
what was this?
Oh yeah, okay. That was when I was listening to a sad BTS song.
Wait, why are there texts that we need to hang out? Though, for real. Sometimes.
See?
And I guess we already hung out beforehand.
Oh, and then my grad party too. You were at my grad party as
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, we were playing arigato. Oh, this shit was cute. This cute shirt. Me.
Oh yeah, the
selling
books.
And then, what did I say? We're going. Okay, this was at your yard sale. I'm so. It's me asking for a bathing suit. We're so confused right now. Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Oh,
Sorry guys, we're simping, right? We were simping. We can't help it.
This, I'm not gonna say what we say because sometimes.
Yeah, it's a little controversial.
Is it controversial? Is it like true? Or is it just like
we're gonna keep it PG, guys.
Because when we upload our videos, we say it's good for kids. So
yeah, it's good for kids.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's so
I was
funny.
just like freaking out.
Where is it like?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. You did look like Aurora. I said she looked like Aurora.
I had my bangs. And then you was just crying. Oh my god. Oh, this is when there was like a weird guy. This was like,
Oh, that was when I was in California.
I still can't believe you saw her in real life.
Yes, I saw Wanyang from in real life. She's so beautiful, like crazy beautiful.
I'm so jealous.
She looks in my direction.
She wants you.
She does.
What even? Yeah. But like, yeah, we don't.
Anyways, we don't have a timeline, and that's our Roman Empire, is that we don't know where it started. And it's honestly kind of like sisters.
Because it wasn't with Awa, was it?
No. Like, I don't know. We
It
definitely
was a
have,
restaurant, by the way.
Yeah. We don't know. But that is one of my Roman empires, though, is found family. Like, found family is like my favorite thing ever. Because, like, I love my biological family, but to be able to find people that you genuinely feel a connection with, that you are not related to, is so special. Because it's like, that's human connection right there.
Because that's a big thing with like us. It's like we're like she's literally my big sister. You know, we hang out. This is one of the reasons why I record Saturdays.
Yeah.
Just so we catch up. Because so much really goes on throughout the week. Like we'll be driving her and we're just like spilling what's happening throughout the week. And we're just like, there's no way. Like no way that happened.
So much shit happens in a week, guys. Like
literally, she would drop me off, and then not even 10 minutes later, something will happen. I'm like, do I really have to wait 7 days? I see her again, so I can tell her this. Like I'm gonna forget about it. And it's like I don't like call her back on and probably always have because I want to wait. I'm person's like I want to see the reactions from my wife. Like, so the next thing is Library of Alexandra. We could literally be living like 3020 right now instead of 2024.
Yeah.
Library of Alexandria get burnt down.
So much information was lost.
I'm so petty about that.
I know. And that's like one of those things that, like, if you could unlock the secrets of the universe, that's like one of the first things I'd like to know.
Pyramids.
Oh yeah, have you heard about how like they
Underneath.
the way that they're built aligns directly with, like, it's like perfect, the latitude and longitude and the stars. Like it's
I think that also comes like before there was any light pollution.
yeah.
Which that is also another big thing. It's like I want to see life before it was like light pollution. Like I want to see the stars so much more than what they are now. And it's just
Agreed.
I cry. That's the next thing on my list is space. And space and like what's out there.
Yeah, because there's so much out there that we don't know about.
Again, if I said like if I say I'm spiritual, something like I believe in the multiverse. Multiverse is 100% real in my opinion.
Agreed.
I have no guys.
And I don't know if you definitely were in the group of people during the pandemic that
Don't say it. Shifting realities.
yes. And here's the thing, I know that this is going to be received as a joke by some people, but there are government documents that have done extensive research into shifting realities. And even if you don't believe in shifting realities, I think that we should all just consider the fact that our brains are so powerful. And there's been government research into what our brains can do in terms of like reality and how we perceive the world. Like
That's like a big thing where it's like my mind, knowing how much that my mind can do, my mind still can't wrap around it. Like shifting realities, or like, because I used to be very empathic as a kid, and I can like see ghosts and stuff like that. But I'm not like a real empath where it's like I sit down and I'm like, okay, this person passed away. Like I can't do that. But it's like I can sense things. I don't know. I used to live in a house with a ghost, and I used to see it all the time. It's like I'm like kind of like that. So I 100% believe in that type of stuff. Who's gone? But stuff just sends me like crazy.
it's very interesting. And I think our brains are not, we're not using them to their full capacity all the time. We're only using a small bit of that strength.
That's something that I really want to connect with. Like,
Yes. And when you think about it too, our brain is able to shut off awareness of certain things. So, for example, we don't feel our bodily functions as they happen. We don't feel our food digesting. Now, one may say you can experience like bloating and whatnot, but that's not the same. What I mean to say is like you cannot feel your food being digested or passing through you. You can't feel your organs working. Yes, you can feel the sensation of your heartbeat.
So cool sometimes too. Like I like if I was that like I thought if I felt like my hair was I guess my partner would actually like it's only like I think I heard it's like only the size of your fist, and that also makes me like wow.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part too, is that like your brain shuts off the awareness of those processes happening inside of you. What else has it shut off its awareness of? What else have we become so accustomed to that we don't sense it anymore?
Because there's like a thing. It's like if you like say you put like I heard it sometimes like weird to explain, but it's like say you put like a tight helmet on your head and it's making you uncomfortable. In like 30 minutes to an hour, your brain's gonna get accustomed to that, and then you kind of forget that it's on your head, or it's like
yeah.
But you put your like as I was like I'll put my glasses on my head, and I feel them on my head, but 10 minutes I forget that.
Yeah, your brain is constantly adjusting your attention and awareness to focus on what it deems necessary to survive. So, for example, the position that we're sitting in, if my knees are brushing this table, pretty soon I'm not going to have an awareness of that because my body registers that there's no pain, but the sensation becomes almost invisible. So I think that's interesting, is like what else has our brain told us? Well, you don't need to be aware of this. And yeah, what would happen if you opened your brain up even more and you experienced all those things simultaneously?
And it's like this happened yesterday. I put my phone in my pocket, and I was like, okay, like I feel my phone in the pocket because I was wearing tight jeans. Then 10 minutes, I was like, where the hell's my phone?
Yeah.
I was like, where did it go?
Yeah.
And it's like opening up your third eye.
Yes.
And that's something that I like to, but at the same time I realize like you shouldn't, because what I like to say is like because of like ghosts and stuff and like spirits and stuff, I like to say that I'm gonna tell like my future children this. I say the daytime is for us, the nighttime is for them. That's a big thing, is why I say like I'm not a nighttime person, because of like ghosts and stuff that I 100% believe in. I feel uncomfortable in the night. I feel so uncomfortable in the night, and that's why I just need to like. I love mornings. I like again, daytime for us, nighttime for them. Like what's that?
Yeah.
What's that one? Like I think it's like Arabic. It's like they're called. It's called the jinn.
I've not heard of it, but I agree though. I feel so much more comfortable during the daytime, and it's not a fear of the darkness, but there is an energy of.
Oh, it's Islamic. The jinn are spirits that live in a separated world from humans that are capable of causing physical and mental harm to humans. There's a book that I was reading. That was one, A Thousand Splendid Suns. And the mom in the beginning of the book was like, it's like an abusive mom, and it was like, the daughter wanted to go for like her dad, I think, and was like, the mom was like, if you leave and go to your dad's for the day, the jinn is gonna get me and it's gonna kill me. And then she left and she came home and I'm not gonna say what happened next because this is for kids. Um, they can appear in humans in animal form, and they can influence humans for good or evil. Jinn are also known as genies. Yeah, that's what it is. I think that's Arabic meaning, which means demon.
Very interesting. So, do you have any other Roman Empire?
I said the butterfly effect.
Yes, we've talked about this before, but
If I didn't join band, or you didn't join band, or I didn't join Japanese, or you didn't join Japanese, would we be friends? Would we be here right now?
and like I almost didn't take Japanese. I was going to take Latin.
I was gonna take French.
So
Oui, oui.
my life would be so different if I didn't take Japanese, guys. I don't think you guys understand like that genuinely influenced like my life trajectory.
Yeah, and like our sensei is like a father figure to us.
He's the best ever. If you're watching this,
I say
we love you.
I can't express how much I love senseis. Even like his class is like the only class that I've like really cried in. Hey.
Yeah, he's the type of person that you can be vulnerable around, and you know that he's not going to judge you because he's been through things as well.
He's going through.
So yeah, but anyways,
That's
he's influenced us a lot, and I feel like we probably wouldn't be friends if we didn't have the connections from that program.
Sensei arigato gozaimasu. And like how when we first started, I remember we first started hanging out and you had sent him like a photo of you doing class the next day.
Because that's the relationship, guys. Like,
Yeah.
how is he?
He's good. He's good. He's
You need to tell him to get some pizza. I haven't seen him in a minute.
yeah, okay, I'll tell him I need to go get some pizza. But he's telling me, he's like, I'm trying to watch my weight, and then he's like,
Oh.
then he's still like, he's like, but the problem is I eat way too many cookies, and I'm like, bruh. He's funny.
He can come get a salad. Tell him to come get a salad.
Okay, I'm gonna get a salad. But RJ's so cute. Oh, here's another one. Missing people that still haven't been found, or people that we don't even know are
Hey
missing.
guys, I'm gonna give my piece on this. So I have two Roman empires. One of them is the Nutty Putty cave incident. That is not about a missing person, but it's about somebody that died in a caving accident. But that is one of them. So if you haven't watched anything about that, you should go watch it. Second, yeah, it's a funny name, but it's a horrific story. The second one, though, is these two. I think they were two female hikers. They went to the Amazon rainforest, I believe. I'm not sure which part of it. I don't know which country, but they were in South America and they were hiking, and they got lost. And there was this huge investigation that was launched, but they never found their bodies. And I think eventually they did find maybe some bones. Their skeletons were found, but it was really horrific because nobody knew what happened. They weren't eaten by anything. So a lot of people theorize that they were captured by one of the nearby tribes. That, yes.
Yeah.
And I just find that so interesting because a lot of those tribes out there, there's not any laws in place against them because they're not their own communities. Okay, yes, this is another one of my Roman empires, guys. So there's a documentary. If you have Disney Plus, you can watch it on Disney Plus, but it starts with an S. I don't know why I can't remember the name, but there was, yeah, there's a man who tried to go there as a missionary, and he actually died because of pursuing them. Yeah, it's the Sentinelese tribe, so it's a small tribe. I believe it might be off of the coast of, I think it's off the coast of India, I believe. It's in the India, Singapore, Malaysia area. But anyways, it's a tribe that's been untouched, and nobody's been able to have contact with them. First of all, because there are laws against it. It's illegal actually to go because they're protected, but also because the tribe is extremely violent and will kill outsiders that try to come onto the island.
There's this one guy. The tribe will kill humanity. All I can think and they suck.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that I think the communities that want to be left untouched should be left untouched. Because that's the danger